You ready?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Here we go. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Yeah, I can't remember how many past presidents it is now, but thank goodness I'm still the youngest past president in the room. So that's right. Okay, so it is the 15th of October 2025. There are some sniffles in the air, a bit of COVID around, so they've wheeled out the COVID president. Now, the real reason, of course, is that our illustrious president is away running in the Chicago Marathon, or has already completed the Chicago Marathon. He's already completed. So we'll come back to that in a second. Tonight, right, let's get started. First things first. Alessia Scala, one of our young athletes, has been nominated for a Taffy Award. Is Dick Griffin in? Okay, it's not that kind of taffy. It's a Track and Field Inclusivity Award. These are new awards this year. And she's been nominated for Young Breakthrough Female Athlete of the Year. So the website is Taffy, TAFI, awards.com, and she'd really welcome your vote. You can get on there and give her your vote. She's a very, very talented high jumper for the club. Won the English schools, always contributes in a big way on all our YDL efforts, etc. A reminder on the annual dinner. I think the club has emailed everyone on this now, but this will be held on November the 21st at the clubhouse, which I guess means here. Details have been emailed to all current paid up members, so do get involved in that. It's been really great to see everyone. I'm already down, looking forward to that. The annual athletics address is going to be held at the club on the 7th of November. That's a 6 p.m. start. We've posted about that on the Facebook group today. I can see the panelists include Shauna Brown, Adam Jamili, Melanie Anning, Mike Winch, and Tony Charette. So that looks to be a very, very good evening. A reminder from the president, we're still looking for a Southern Athletics League manager, Tim Ayres. So if you can help, that would be greatly appreciated. Nice to see you here this evening. How's your young one?
He's fine.
Good stuff, good stuff. Nice to see you, mate. One other mention, actually, is Coach Reevesy. Is he in the house? Apparently he's approaching 60. So happy birthday to him. Coach Reevesy, I'm told, by Paul Ostrich.
Mike Reeves.
Yes. Right, results from the European Masters, which run from the 9th to the 19th of October, so they're still progressing, but results as of the 14th of October. Helen Godsill has won the 100 metres in 15:34. I'll try and find the actual age group for that, 1 second. Bit of technology here. I don't have an age group for that, but she's the European champion. Ashley Reed made the semi-finals of the 100 metres in the M40 category. Dwayne Bavell was fourth in the 100 metre final of the M35 category. And Louisa Valens got to the final of the 100 metres V45 age group, where she finished 8th. So really good results so far from the European Masters. In the Kent League, which was on the 11th of October, that was the main action this weekend, we had our under 13 girls and boys win their event, as did the under 15 girls and the under 17 boys. And then the under 15 boys were second and the under 17 girls were third. I have a report on that I'm going to try and fly through. That was at Footscray Meadows. The tent was put up by Paul Ostrich and Dave Cordell. Is Dave Cordell in the house? No, he's taking down the tent, never mind. So we had a good view of the race. We had over 50 from our cross-country squad taking part, with also 10 mums and dads joining the senior races as well. The under-13 girls kicked off the day, a great team win. Jazzy led the team home in a fabulous second place, followed by Elsa Matthews in 6th, Holly Tallack in 8th. Just outside the scoring team, we had a very strong run from Lucy Baragi in her first Kent League, finishing 10th. These are very good results. Olivia wasn't far behind in 16th, followed by Lena in 17th, Louisa 19th and Alice in 25th. In the under-13 boys, Emery had a comfortable win with Zach Evans not far back in 3rd. Akul ran well to complete the scoring team, coming home in 9th, which gave the team win. There were strong runs from first years Anthony in 10th and George DB in 12th. There was a DNF for Harry B, who suffered a start line stomp on his Achilles, but he did the smart thing in not competing. And there were strong runs from our first timers of Fletcher, Hayden, Freddie, Ethan. They all ran well first time at Footscray. In the under-15 girls, it was a team win with a 4th, 5th and 6th for Harriet, Alba and Evie. Well done to Evie, who struggled to keep her breakfast in check over the last kilometre. Glad I didn't see that. Melody and Holly had super runs, finishing 16th and 18th, with Stella, Imogen and Nancy completing a strong showing for under-15 girls. In the under-15 boys, we had an incredible turnout of 21 runners out of a field of 90. The boys all ran incredibly well to take the second team place just behind Tunbridge. Leading the team was Johnny in 4th, Ricardo in 6th and Jack Barlow in 12th. Strong running from Alex S, Billy P, Benj, Matthew, Finn, Josh and Jesse. Teddy ran a well-judged race to finish sandwiched between Matthew and Edward. And first time running for the club for Patrick, who came 23rd, with Edward and Akin also not so far back. Final mention to James B, who's normally one of our super strong under-15s but was out with an injury, but he came down to support his teammates, so it was very nice to see him. And then in the under-17s and under-20s, we had 11 under-17 women that took the 3rd team position. Eva was first home in 10th, and we had a really strong, well-paced runs from Charlotte, Rowan, Neve and Lily. Most tackling the 5-kilometre course for the first time. Kyla was the only under-20 on the day, but finished in a very strong 4th. In the boys' race, the Joes were strong as ever, a win for Joe Scaines and close 4th for Joe H. Alex Martin completed the winning team in 5th, with Nathan, Aniket, Kian, Daniel and Madalitzo all finishing like a train in the top 20. Finally, it was the turn of the seniors. Our ladies, picking up where they left last year, took team wins in the 3 and the 6 to score. Hannah moving up to the 8-kilometre senior race was a fabulous 2nd behind Chloe. We had 3 mums running, so big well done to Jenny, who's Billy's mum, who was 3rd to score, and to Angie, that's Jazzy's mum, and Liz, who's James and Alice's mum, both running in the Kent League for the first time and hopefully not the last time. In the senior men, we had well over 20 turning out. Well done to Micah for getting such a great team out on the day. In the dad's race, it was a first time win for Leon, Evie and George's dad. Micah came in 2nd, Philip Bunn in 3rd. Also running, we had Barry, who was Daniel's dad, Colin, who's Rowan's dad, and Chris, Alex, M's dad. All with quicker times than last year. So it was a very good performance at the Kent League. We had the Petswood 10K. Anyone in the room did the Petswood 10K? We had the top 4 finishers. We had Nicholas Clegg winning, Oliver Ward in 2nd. So Nick Clegg was 34.14 finishing time for a 10K. That was good. Oliver Ward 35.01. Justin Strover in 3rd, 35.04, and Jake Leng in 4th, 35.28. So a very good result there. There was the Manchester Half Marathon on the 12th of October. 2 members running strong races. James Meader, including getting himself pictured in the shot of the winner of the women's race. He finished in 69.57. And Alistair Love finished in 1 hour 17.11. And there was the Royal Parks Marathon on the 12th of October as well. This London-based marathon saw 2 members, the president says, post strong results. I think it's 3 actually. Harry Deans with a 1:16.22, and Doug Varney finished in 1:19.27. But Coleman Corrie, making his debut in the half marathon, normally a 400-metre hurdler, finished in 1 hour 38:19. So it was a very proud that moment for me. Right, in the Chicago Marathon, Mr. President, 3 members ran the Chicago Marathon on Sunday in warm but bearable conditions. First home for the club was Dylan Mitchard, treating this as a warm-up for Valencia. His time 2 hours 32.33. Matt Bullen, 3 hours 26.23. And then finally the president in 3 hours 33.53. Sorry, couldn't manage the 3-3. But it was a great result. And I understand that the president has qualified by 7 seconds for the London GFA should he wish to do that as well. So that sounds very, very good. Very enjoyable event in a fantastic city, he writes. Part run results, 40 runners in 20 events, numbers down due to the Kent League being on in the afternoon. Yet again, Barry Weatherlit runs furthest from the clubhouse as he's in Japan. Also away from the UK was James Cunningham in Etna in Italy. The podiums, we had Katie Sugden at Bethlehem, was the first female in 22:45. Nick Kibblewhite was the third male in Bromley, 17:04. Doug Varney at Sutcliffe was the third male in 17:47. And Jess Keane was the first female at Tunbridge in 21:01. And also Doug Varney, after his win at Sutcliffe, I understand also ran the Kent League, apparently. So a very good effort. Next fixtures, Kent League Race 2 at Summerhill on the 18th of October. Bob North, we got a bonus ball. Ah, excellent. Thanks very much. Two, right. So for the 27th of September, the winning number was 59, and that was won by John Taylor. I'm going to have to put the laptop down for this one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, is that right? Well, proxissime acessit and all that. Bonus ball for the 11th of October, the winning number 53, and the winner is, of course, Steve Pearman. I'll keep holding that for you.
He said put it behind the bar.
Right, that completes my formalities. Does anyone have any news to share with the club? Yes, sir.
I don't think many people in the room, apart from Gary and possibly Mike and 1 or 2 others, will remember a former member, Ken Price, a very good friend of mine who I've known for 54 years. He died about a month ago. Gary and I went to his funeral yesterday. While he was a member of the club, he was suffering really badly from gout in his knees, which he said was a bit like having broken glass in them. But despite that, he managed to run a marathon in about 3 hours 20. And I remember going to Manchester and Birmingham and other places with him, and often running the second half with him to get through as he was crying with the pain. An absolutely smashing bloke who never wanted a birthday party because he said no one would come. Well, as Gary and I can testify, we were at the crematorium yesterday and there must have been at least 60 or 70 people standing outside. It was rammed with people saying their farewells to Ken. As I say, I'm particularly sad because he was my oldest friend, but he was just a lovely bloke, and I'm so glad so many people turned up yesterday. And he had a lot of happy memories of coming down here in the 1980s. Subsequently, didn't do it anymore, I think largely because it was too painful. But he had some good nights that Mike set up with the punch bowl. I remember one night it took us 2.5 hours to get back from Hayes to Bromley South. We fell over virtually every garden wall on the way and got soaking wet because it was February and we landed in the garden and it soaked through all our clothes. So fond memories of him, but sadly he's no longer with us.
Thank you, Richard. That's very sad news. Great to hear from that. Anybody else have any news to share with the club?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on Sunday, John Turner and George Collins You want me to speak up? So on Sunday, John Turner and George Collins ran the Budapest Marathon. Conditions were quite windy, not as good as they'd like it to be, but they did very well. John finished in 5:12 and George managed to do a PB 4:40. So well done to the two.
Oh, great. Yeah, I did see that on Strava, George. That was very, very, very good. Well done. Anybody else? In which case, that concludes the President's News. I won't be here next week. Thank you very much.
That's the biggest clap of the night.
Camera from